Hello, friends and enemies. This is Hearted One, and today I'm adding to my My Little Pony Infectionayu! Each video covers a different pony, adds more to the developing disease, and reveals more about the events these poor ponies go through. I suggest you watch the previous videos on this infection to keep up with the storyline, due to their stories overlapping, but I will give you a rundown on how this infection started before we get into Fluttershy's story. This disease came into the world from the Between Realm Discord lives in. This plague, when caught, is supposed to be dealt with in its early stages, due to how quickly it escalates, quarantining immediately due to its tendency to mutate when introduced to other worlds. Because this illness is rare and has few signs till it's fatal, Discord was unaware he had caught it and unknowingly carried it with him on a trip to see his friends. Discord was visiting Pinkie Pie and Applejack when the illness he caught started reacting to the foreign environment, causing his body to change horrifically. Luckily, they were able to kill him before his mutations could complete. Little did they know, this caused the illness to be released into the world, affecting anyone with strong magic and any unlucky organisms who happened to be close by. After Fluttershy heard about Discord's death, she slipped into a fit of depression, staying in her cottage for a month or two, unaware that during this time Pinkie went missing, Applejack turned, and Rarity had disappeared. One day, Fluttershy turned the radio on, wanting to know how things have been after being out of touch with Ponyville for so long. She was startled to hear about what had become of her friends, so she fortified her cottage, keeping her animals safe and going on supply runs only when necessary. Along with keeping up on the daily radio broadcasts, Twilight would send for updates, hoping they would find Rarity soon, assuming she was either dead or hiding. One day, while on a supply run, Fluttershy caught a glimpse of Rarity's tail, so she followed her into the boutique. Rarity had not yet noticed her, as she was busy using her raptorial legs to arrange the shiny items she had collected from the abandoned houses left from the evacuation. While watching, Fluttershy finally noticed the stench. While hiding behind a corner, she let out a quiet gag from the scent of the rotting ponies left in piles throughout the room. But she was not quiet enough. Rarity glanced towards Fluttershy as she stared with those big black eyes. She seemed more like an insect than a pony. Fluttershy hoped that her skills with insects and animals would work with her. It was her only option other than becoming one of the corpses in Rarity's collection. Fluttershy, with a shaky voice, started to speak calmly and softly, noticing every small movement of the monster standing only a few feet in front of her now. Slowly, she was able to back out of the boutique, but Rarity seemed to follow her. Fluttershy knew Rarity was dangerous, but didn't want Twilight to find her and put her down, so she let her follow, all the way back to the cottage. Rarity stayed in the forest that surrounded the cottage, not harming Fluttershy and most of the animals living there, only killing colorful birds and the colorful ponies she saw. Fluttershy was positive that she could help her, so she kept Rarity hidden from Rainbow Dash whenever she would drop by to check on her. It was difficult to lie to her friend, but she knew Rainbow Dash would tell Twilight whatever she saw or heard related to the infected. Fluttershy continued with taking care of her animals and Rarity, feeling hope for Rarity, and some for her other infected friends. Since she was shut in so much, when she started to feel sick, it was to be expected. So she took medicine to keep the symptoms away, and continued, not noticing her own weight loss and growth in size. The first thing Fluttershy noticed was the hunger she felt. No matter how much she ate, she was always hungry. This disturbed her. With her vegetarian diet and limited resources, she didn't consume much protein. By now, Fluttershy had cut a slit on Rarity's face so that she can eat, and after long enough with keeping her, she started feeding her some of the animals in her off-putting collection. If Rarity could eat already dead animals, would it be okay to consume them too? No. Fluttershy squashed the thought. She could never eat any of her animals. But the hunger only got worse, causing her to faint or black out, waking up in strange places and forgetting things easily. It became more and more frequent. She one day woke up to a sour taste in her mouth and discovered that in her sedated state, she had eaten one of the rotting ponies Rarity had in her collection. As time went on, she got used to it, even accepting it, anything to satisfy her appetite, even for a while. And one day, she couldn't think of anything else but her hunger. Fluttershy's magic mingled with Rarity's infected magic, causing her to mutate in a similar manner. With the familiarity and similarity between mutations, they don't hurt each other. In fact, they reside in the same location now. She goes through episodes of hunger, which cause her to kill any ponies she sees, but in her docile state, she won't hurt anyone. She mainly stays in her territory, which is the forest surrounding her cottage. If you find yourself in her forest, follow the Rarity Avoidance Protocol, and hope Fluttershy has eaten recently. I hope you've enjoyed Fluttershy. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe to support my content. I have a Discord server to update you guys on my videos, chat, and post free original phone and screen backgrounds, along with other artwork. It will be linked in the description. If you've made it to the end of the video, please comment down below a flower emoji to show that you stayed for the whole story. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Cue the outro!